nerfs. I mean, just click on the hero and look at him. He's got like 40 base damage. Like rocket barrage is 7 damage per second now. He's been hit by several nerfs, but after you get through that laning phase, the hero kind of becomes what he used to be. Even though, you know, even the call down got nerfed to it, he kind of still fits the job that he's supposed to be doing. High magic damage burst, and it's just like a big devastating low cooldown hero that can kind of run around and always keep fighting. So it's pretty interesting that they also picked up. I like the Ricky response. You know, it's kind of like this pub mentality. It's like, oh, this guy picks bounty hunter. You know, I'm gonna pick Ricky because now we have our own bounty hunter. So it's kind of a cool thing that they did there. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this plays out too, because of the big change up with the hero pickups from what we've actually been seeing recently. Shadow Demon was kind of like ignored, and the interesting bans coming out from Liquid too, with like the Omni ban and all that. They just don't want to deal with OD Omni or the Earthshaker sitting behind. So quite a game we're gonna have.
Yes, absolutely. So whichever way it goes, it's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of fun, and a lot of kind of yellow plays, hopefully from both sides. And good guy Madara there, letting the mid laner take the Observer Award, get a bit of bonus goal for Thug on the OD to start the lane off with. And we'll see how the bounty rune contention goes from both sides. It looks to be Miracle heading towards the top. He should be able to get that one. Scarlet unable to really steal that from him. And bottom lane. Finem should be able to claim his. KuroKy could look for a bit of a sneaky play. He's done it. He's only gone and done it. The madman. Correct.
They didn't have any. They only had a sentry. Yeah. They didn't even have dust prepared for him. So that's very annoying. And there's no sentry actually given to Thug in the mid lane. So I think KuroKy's just going to sit there and just kind of whack on him. Yep. So that Invoker gets a great start. And yeah, Thug didn't get a block, and they actually gave Miracle the full block. So he's going to have a big lane advantage here. And yeah, Thug's just going to get pressured pretty hard in this mid lane just by auto attack. So we're going to see the Ricky movement response really quickly. It's going to be a bit of a mirror showdown.
KuroKy actually taking a fair bit of a punch from this.
Got the sentry too. Taking a lot of damage, but he's okay. I want to keep an eye kind of on Skylark, at least for myself, just because he's been having, I feel like, kind of a struggle in these solo off lanes when they don't help him out at all. And speak of the devil, he's getting pressed on very aggro right now. But Tumble with another rocket barrage might just be able to pick up the kill. Skylark's eating his way. And yeah, speak of the devil, I say it and he dies. But mid lane, they actually pick up a kill on Miracle with the rotation of the Ricky while Bounty Hunter suicides the Roche.
Damn, so kicking off already here. They tried for a Sun Strike on him, and a nice read as well.
Wow, it was a sick read.
They knew he was going for the Ancient Denies, and they nearly got it. They nearly did have it.
That would have been crazy if he actually got that. Holy crap, that was a really heads-up play there by Miracle.
Down by him. All right, taking a heavy bit of harassment here from KuroKy and Mind Control. Now jump forward, looking for the block off with the Time Walk, and Madara, he may just be gone down. Mind Control can't die for it. No, they can't get enough damage through. KuroKy now to be the one in trouble as the dust was out.
Just a little bit speedier though, that 315 movement speed kicking in, and yeah, they're not able to catch him. Maybe should have turned for the Void in hindsight, just because Time Walk was on cooldown and Madara was able to get the daggers on him, but slight little error by them, maybe. So it's not that big of a deal. They at least saved Madara from dying.
He obviously get himself an ace as well. He might even be able to do something in the mid lane. This caused a bit of a nuisance for Miracle. Took up the Astral. MNC's to come around behind him. They'll drop down a sentry, and they get a few whacks in. Unlikely to be able to take him down though. And in fact, KuroKy is there as well to cover him. And MNC's going in and out with a haste rune there.
That's cute.
And Miracle will salve himself up. And you just have KuroKy kind of hanging by his side for the time being, but across the map, CS-wise, no one falling too far behind. Maybe looking slightly better for Liquid. I mean, you know, Matuma Man getting better CS. 15 for 8 at the moment in his safe lane. Mid lane very much close between the two of them. And then, of course, the off laners, 8 for 0 against the 3 for 0. So you've got Void fighting a little bit more than the Bat in the laning phase.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that the lane was going to be a good lane, though. Some harassment going on Miracle. Don't think they're going to net a kill here, but I thought Mind Control was actually going to have a little bit more issue, even though he was able to pick up the stick and the PMS very early, just because Disruptor and PA are very, very annoying with that like constant spam, and he's only able to time walk so efficiently versus those spells. But with the rotations of KuroKy, it's giving him a really great start, really good start. Yeah, while Skylark though, playing very aggressive here. Getting some damage on Matu with a lot of sticky stacks, but He needs to watch his positioning here too, just because he has to watch out for those 10 stick charges up on the gyrocopter and phase boots now, so it gets much harder in this laning phase.
Yeah,
now.
MNT's coming up it, but indeed, yeah, phase of Matuma Man, that's a hard kill. Maybe GH could be a little bit more susceptible, but then we have the telekinesis lift back into the rocket barrage, and even though it did get nerfed time and time again, it's still a hefty amount of damage in the early game.
Once you get a couple levels in it, that's when it's back to what it used to be. It's the first 2 levels that kind of hurt, but not if you're going on that. Oh, and the Satyr actually coming into play. Almost maybe it would kill Madara. Oh my god. That Satyr ran so far just to blast him.
Yeah,
that sucked.
Nearly allowed them to seal the deal with the nuke damage from the blast indeed.
They're putting so much pressure. He's got to go back and heal, and now Mind Control's free farming.
Yeah, this is a really good lane for Void.
All
He's
3
played
lanes
it really nicely.
going in the way of Liquid right now.
It certainly feels that way. I mean, mid lane a little bit of a... well, it's close. I was just looking at the hero levels. But yeah, CS-wise, it's still fine for Miracle. Top lane, Matuma Man is getting gone on. They have the silence. From the side of it though, GH with the telekinesis bringing back the bat. And now Matuma Man just looks to chase down MNT. MNT, is he getting out this one? Ooh, only
Oh my god, but they got the Bat Rider with the flak.
Oh, Matumba.
Well, he's on a killing spree,
yeah,
so...
I mean, this is a bit of a repeat from last game. Remember, on the life stealer, he was getting a killing spree in the safe lane and perfect CS. And now on the gyrocopter, he's given us a repeat performance.
Yep, this is the problem of gyrocopter in like the first 2 levels is completely solved now. He has all the potential that he needs. He's gonna have his Ring of a Kill up, phase boots, level 6 any second now, and yeah, very devastating right now for Finem. Skylark having a very rough time. 3 deaths and only 4 CS on him, and he's level 3 at 5 minutes. So as we kind of been seeing happen to him quite often, he does struggle a bit when he gets left alone too long.
Yeah, this is... I kind of feel this is even more of a rough early game for Finem than game 1 was at the moment, because all 3 cores of Liquid just getting the farm, and on Finem, of course, just the 2 of them, and those 2, they are behind their respective 2 of on the side of Liquid.
Yeah, the last game, at least, Mind Control was not really getting farm. He was just getting levels. But this game, they're pressuring Madara out of the lane. He's like almost free farming up on the Void, too. Very good for Liquid right now. And KuroKy just kind of has free reign where he wants to move around right now. Level 3, he's sitting in the bot lane right now, but carrying a TP for those movements whenever he wants to make them.
Finem actually have back up now towards the mid lane. Maybe seeing if they can go for a play on Miracle. It feels like it's a hard kill for them to try and get, though.
Yeah, it's if he steps up a little bit too far and gets glimpsed back, that's probably their best situation to be able to do it. But they do get the disruption. They have the kinetic field on top of the clouds. So there's a lot of damage that they can do with the lockdown.
Let's see if he can play his way out of this one. Miracle trying to get out, turns around with the cold snap. Well, he's not going to be able to play his way out. That one does fall, but at the same time, top lane, Matuma Man with the cooldown gets another kill, bringing down Skylark yet again. 4 kills now on the gyrocopter.
Yeah, this lane ward from Liquid is just putting in so much work. Every time they see Skylark, they just go on him, and he gets... And GH gets sent back. Okay, glimpse, the top lane. But yeah, the lane ward is just paying in so much dividends, because every time he goes up there, they are aware of where his positioning is, and they go on him. And now with Matu already level 7, max rocket barrage and call down, I don't know. Skylark going up there is just... It's hurting him a lot. Mid lane, Thug. Looks like they want to go for some pressure, but Sunstrike a little bit off the mark. Still, he's quite healthy. They would have to get a couple more things on top of that.
Yeah, he was out of bolt charges, so maybe a successful Sunstrike might have forced him to back to base.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the moment, the wraparound towards mid as well. Liquid have 4 members with their eyes on to Thug. Yeah, they're dropping it. No messing around. It's a big kill, so they'll commit the Chronosphere to take down Thug.
Even Matu's there. Just to get the last hit with Black.
Phase boots, 1,300 gold on top of the Aquila as well. Matuma Man in an absolutely fantastic place to be. And I guess this is exactly how you need to play it when you are utilizing a gyrocopter. If you get yourself ahead and start to steamroll, these fights can be incredibly dangerous for the opponent. Side jumping in, but it's a good cooldown from Matu, holding back at Finem. They're trying to chase down Madara, who's looking to duke it out in the tree line, going around dozy, one more touch would do it. Madara trying to hide. Mind Control comes around from the back, and Matuma Man, he's found himself yet another kill. It just doesn't stop for the gyro. 6-0-1, Matuma Man, 8 minutes in. He is having a lot of fun this game.
It's something we kind of mentioned during the drafting and everything, too, or at the end of the draft, is this PA has such a hard time getting involved, even though he does want to, because that's the way Finem plays. Matu can just run at him with barrage and call down.
May have got a little bit too greedy here, though. He's surrounded by 3.
Yep.
Maybe
with a glimpse too.
Yeah, glimpse back down into the silence. MNT jumps in with the blink strike. They're able to punish him. As a nice bit of gold going to MNT, ending that kill streak. And Miracle in trouble as well as Skylar comes in. Miracle.
Did he see? What? Did he just accept his death?
I
think he just accepted his death. And we hear Jacob's guffaw from across the studio.
You gotta kind of respect that, because Finem held back. They're probably like,
did he DC? Yeah, it looked like they actually thought he DC'd.
He probably realizes he's dead anyway, and he doesn't say anything. So, I mean, I guess, you know, he couldn't have got his way out there. So he's going to push away. No ghost walk or such. And I believe Invoke was on cooldown.
Great rotations, though, from Finem. Knowing that they need to overcommit, basically, in order to get any kills. That's what they did. Just bringing everybody for those. And GH trying to fly away.
Firefly action, it doesn't pay off. He does lose his life. But...
that was
yeah, just respect to Finem there. They did just like, are you DC, mate? We'll hold off. But
good guys.
Good guy
in general,
Finem, yeah.
as we know.
Yeah.
But now we do have a pause from Finem, though. They throw out the pause. Yeah. Skylark, though, definitely suffering, but with that nice little rotation in the mid lane coming in, it was much needed. Now he's level 7. He's still pretty underfarmed, and he has 5 deaths to his name, but...
Yeah, there we go. There we go. So look, the touch comes through. They're trying to give it to Thug. And Thug's like, did you DC, mate? And indeed, all his spells are on cooldown, so Miracle knows there's nothing he can do. But Finem, of course, just been like, wait, maybe he needs a pause. They finish him off, of course.
That's still fun to see.
They're nice little. But yeah, Finem, 6-7 Liquid with this Matuma Man gyrocopter. It's very much getting himself in a tasty place at the moment. I guess with the Ogre Club, when you're going at this pace, do you just get the Dragon Lance? Is there any reason for an early BKB against this lineup, do you feel, from Matuma Man? Or what's better for kind of snowballing out of control, getting the D-Lance or the BKB at this pace?
I think he can go for the Dragon Lance, but you can disassemble it as well, which is always the nice thing. But we'll see what he really wants to do. It's really up in the eyes of the beholder at that point, what he really feels. And, you know, the next couple minutes will probably dictate how he really feels, what he needs. If he really needs that match community, if he's getting, like, heavily punished because of not having it. But more than likely, we'll see him go for, like, the Dragon Lance, just because getting such an early BKB can be kind of harmful to you in later stages if it gets to that point.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, Chrono's going to be back up as well in a second for mind control. So again, they could look to group up and just try and find a pick. Even mind control on his own with a Chrono and a sudden strike from Miracle could get kills across the map.
Yeah, they want to get Kuroki involved in all these though, so he gets that level 6. Even though it's 10 minutes now and the tome is up, he still wants to, you know, get involved and get that level 6 so he can have the tracks for that extra bonus money and vision. Spartan though gets vision too. Mid lane. Yeah, Thug's gonna go down. They were trying to go for Kuroki bottom. They even committed the Static Storm, but I think Kuroki's actually just gonna live it anyway. So, bit of a misplay there from Spartan. I think the kinetic field didn't actually catch him inside of it, and yeah, Thug actually drops in the meantime to the Chronosphere in the mid lane, as we saw.
GH with the stolen shield as well. Maybe able to set something up.
Dire scan.
Dust. Indeed, the scan on point. They don't have the follow-up by the looks of it, though. And in fact, GH could be in trouble himself. They jump in immediately onto him with the cloud, silence, they'll take him down. The question is if Miracle can find anything in return. It doesn't look like he can. Finem get away with the pick-off. Not going to lose anything for that one. Mid lane is where, with mind control, Matuma Man residing at the moment. And Matuma Man's going to look to try and make a move onto Skylark. Can't quite do it though. Skylark off into the tree line. And they start coming through. Whether it connects or not, Skylark is going to be fine in this case.
Yeah, and mind control did go for the Dragon Lance, as we kind of expected him to do.
Dire's structures are fortified.
MNT has eyes onto Miracle.
Yeah, but still looking very good for Liquid, even though Finem got a couple nice kills. Just looking at the network chart especially, they have three nice transitioning cores farming very well, while Skylark is still suffering a bit, but they do want to get him involved. They instantly smoke up as soon as the Static Storm is going to be up, as well as with Lasso and with Thug, but Thug actually does not have his ultimate still, so he has the 144 build on this OD, so he doesn't have that big Sanity's Eclipse that we do love to see. Kuroki breaks the smoke, and he's going to pay with his life.
Yeah. Another freebie here for Finem.
Yep. He throws a track out though, so at least they're gonna have vision of Skylark for the next next like 30 seconds or so.
Actually looking to chase for more with MNT with the cutoff. They managed to catch out GH. Now Finem getting a bit of momentum here with a second kill in quick succession. And the bottom lane pushing in. They could look for the tier 1 and get an objective out of this one as well. They'll send MNT up to the top lane. Yeah, 2 nice kills for Finem.
Playing Rubik into PA is actually extremely difficult. You have to be super keen on your positioning because you get daggered, you get jumped on, you can almost die in 1 or 2 hits as well because of how little your HP and how little your effective HP is because of how low your armor is.
And then 2 flies onto mind control. Some pings onto the tier 2 as well, maybe calling for some TPs to come through to try for a kill attempt. Mind control's been getting a lot of space this game.
Yeah, I think what's he bringing out? I think he's bringing out the full Vladimirs on the courier. So yeah, it's a nice 12-minute Treads Vladimir on your offlane Void. Yeah, that's kind of the dream. Yeah,
Liquid's going to be very, very happy with that. Miracle, of course, with the quick Midas timing into the jungle, keeping the farm going.
Radiant uses a scan behind the tower, so they do catch that there are some heroes behind that bottom tier 1. And Finem decides because the heroes are bottom that we scanned up, we're just gonna go for the top and try to finish the tower.
Look at that, they'll get the last one. With the silence, they're gonna have a good chance of killing him. He's trying to get himself out of the range with the static storm to make sure he doesn't get the time warp off. Nice control from Finem. And again now a 3rd kill in a row. They'll move on to the push onto the tier 1 tower. And Finem really climbing themselves back into a very nice position. Thug's getting bigger and bigger. Madara's finding a lot across the map as well, and he's going to be able to hit a good deso timing at this rate of play.
Yeah, nice rotations there, nice scan that they use as well to kind of expect Liquid's movements and getting that great pickup on the Void. More than what they want because Skylark is still a bit behind, but he's catching up quite nicely. 1800 gold on him, he's stacking up a camp, his Blink's going to be coming at a not the best timing, but still pretty good for being 0 and 5, you know, at the first couple minutes of the game.
I'll see, I think Kuroki is going to look for the courier snipe down towards the bottom. Can't quite get it.
Almost.
The mid lane, MNT moving in with Thug and his invis. See if they get anything in a moment. The rest of Finem. We've got Skylark and Madara up on the top lane, pushing in, mid lane, ready to make a bit of a go. GH setting up with the stolen Astral into the Sunstrike, the telekinesis of the Rock Barrage as well. It's a clean kill for Liquid.
Nice combo.
Taking down Thug as well, one of the biggest threats on the side of Finem, of course.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and Finem didn't really have much vision on the map, but MNT's kind of been running around trying to do some like excursion work, just like see what's going on, gets a nice ward down the mid lane. But Liquid's vision in this game so far has been much better. If you look at the way Kuroki just been playing in the jungle, putting these like very deep wards, it's just very keen on being able to see Finim's movements. And now they seize an opportunity to go for this Roshan after taking out Thug in the mid lane.
And they'll get this. No members of Finem able to contest it. A free Roche for Liquid. Ages into the hands of Matumba Man. And he is very much ready to go and look for more of the fights that he was finding earlier.
Yeah, he picks up another Ogre Club, which could potentially be the BKB just because of how much like the static storm on top of the cloud and everything. His miss rate, he needs something to be able to get out of it and deal with that.
Madara just 150 gold away from Desolator, so that's when we're going to really see the damage output of this Pegama line. Up top though, it's just on the edge of the smoke. Matumba Man actually dispels it. They think it's Kuroki, so they pop the dust. They don't find anything. Matumba Man just dropping the cooldown across the tree line. Isn't going to get anyone. Finem just starting to back away from this group of Liquid who are very much hungry for a fight. Well, it looks like they won't quite get it yet.
Miracle's even walking down. He has the boots of travel.
He's going to find a DD rune as well.
Yep.
Trying to set up a nice stolen Astral. GH keeping himself safe at the time being. Will still be dragged back into it. A quick comes through from the dagger. Telekinesis onto Thug. They've already lost one. Nice static storm. Stopping the initial chronosphere. Look at the last two dragging him back. But again, with the Astral, Mind Control's going to be fine. They've jumped back. 2 down already. They're moving in onto Spartan. Matumba Man finds another. And now with the chrono onto Madara. Liquid looking to pick up the 5th. It's a team wipe. Really nicely played there by Liquid. You saw Finem doing their best, trying to hold back the thread of the chronosphere and stuff. But the stolen Astrals, GH causing a lot of disruption in that fight, making it very hard for Finem to control the heroes that they needed to.
Yeah, they glimpsed him back, thinking that they're going to get like pretty much a free kill on him. And then he just astrals himself, buys so much time. They even use the Ricky ultimate. They throw the cloud on top of him as well, and then it gets completely turned. Miracle with that DD, as you mentioned, pretty much 3 shots to the Ricky. And yeah, the fight just goes very disastrous for Finem, with Liquid just having the Aegis as well, not losing a single hero.
Yeah, I tell that play was. GH is going to walk behind the tier 2 and TP down right in front of them. That was a bit of a tall play, I like that. Well, missile onto Spartan. They don't have a Rubik for this one, but Matuma may still be ready to fight. Pulls the Rocket Barrage, starting to move back into it. And they're going to go fully in on him. Matuma, Rocket Barrage again, trying to turn it with a few hits. He's going to be taken down once. Miracle still in the neighborhood. Has him both back up in a few seconds. Miracle ready to help fight this one. Deafening Blast across them all. Knocks them back. Matuma moving in onto the Ricky. Takes down M&T with a Rocket Barrage. Now Finem. They've got to be careful. Trying to use the kinetic field to hold them back. Skylark blinking himself away. Missile's going to be coming in, heading for the head of Madara. They'll take it out. But again, Liquid coming out on top of the plate. Cold snap onto Thug. Jump forward from mind control. GH is in there as well, but he's just standing some holds back. They're still able to walk themselves out of it. Telekinesis onto Skylark. Sanity goes to drop, but it doesn't matter. Thug's already dead. They've lost 4 yet again, maybe even more as KuroKy tracks up Spartan with the time dilation. They'll look to chase him, he accepts his fate. And again, Liquid wiping Finem with some very clean team fights.
That was 3 tracks that fight, and I think it was 3 or 4 tracks the last fight. So between 6 to 7, like 5 to 7 tracks within the last 2 like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I think it was.
Look at the net worth of Miracle and Matuma in comparison to Madara and Thug. You know, a few minutes ago, they were neck on neck. Now there's about, I mean, it's over 3K difference between the cores.
The net worth graph really shows it.
Look at that.
Look at that. In 5 minutes, they accrued about, what, 14,000 gold lead just because of the, like, 10-man team wipe with multiple tracks, as well as taking towers, and the other side lanes were completely pushing this entire time. So Finem wasn't even getting any momentum in the other side lanes from that during that entire engagements. And now he even has a BKB up on the gyrocopter for extra
They're playing
security.
This lineup really, really nicely. You know, we don't see a lot of gyrocopter, but Liquid is showing us that when you've got the right gameplay, the right kind of plan, that the draft to pull it off, it's absolutely perfect. He offers so much to these kind of skirmishes, especially with this kind of team around him. You've got Miracle with a reliability on the Invoker, coming in from the side, dropping in a Deafening Blast, alacritying up the gyrocopter as well. And then, of course, KuroKy on the bounty, tracking up the team, making sure that the flat cannon hits always connect because of that vision.
Yeah, and we discussed it a bit earlier, how good Rubik really is versus OD, just because you always steal Astral, and he's just showing off pretty much at this point.
GH has shown us some really strong performance. I didn't get to see the Liquid games the other day, but here today, with these 2 Rubik performances, it's looking good.
It's one of his, I think, most played heroes that he plays in pubs as well. So he's very good at it. He's very keen on knowing what heroes it's good versus too, because this guy plays more pubs than Thug. They turn it up.
They just grown up Thug. It's the kill that they're happy guaranteeing, and they get it. And they may be able to move on for more. Finem already trying to split, get themselves the hell out of there, but the tracks are laid down from Microtra as he jumps forward. KuroKy getting themselves the vision with those tracks, getting the extra goal, 2 down, MFT to be taken down as well. Again, it's another team fight where Finem are just losing members, and Liquid, they're not paying any sort of price. They just aren't going down themselves. It's track gold on top of track gold. And Liquid just really getting into this kind of flow that at this stage, Finem just don't have the means to stop.
And GH goes in again, Astral up on Madara. Madara's forced to blink out, but yeah, he should be just fine. So, oh, GH, the daggers. But still. Oh, another glimpse. But he astrals himself again, and he even has blink afterwards, so he should be just fine, and able to get lots of damage on this tier 3, and probably able to bring it down. But Finem all are respawning right now. They decide they want to play it safe. They have such a big lead right now. Giving up any kills is just devastating.
It really is nice. It really is nice to see this Rubik kind of counter to the OD kind of play. With the lasso onto Miracle, trying to bring him in, but the Matuma just going in on the backline. Super spot. He is falling low. He's going to get bursted by the Sanity Eclipse. So they've lost the Gyro this time around. A big kill for Finem. The question is if they can get anything more. Let's to get themselves out. KuroKy, he's actually going to be fine. They'll drop a sentry, but KuroKy just out of range now. He'll be A-OK, and in fact, they may come back in. They've got eyes on Madara. The telekinesis into the Chaos. Meteors, Liquid, punish Madara's greed. GH jumping in for more.
Oh, bit of a misclick there.
By the Astral. Oh, was that his own Astral?
I think that was Yeah, that was his own Astral. I think he double tapped it after stealing. I think he was trying to put Thug under, but either way, Madara buyback gets a nice put on GH.
I'd love to get something more. On control. Will that time walk again? They need a crit or two. Are they going to get it? Oh, good Cloud. Good Cloud gets the kill. Double kill from Madara. But as you said, it did cost the buyback. But those kills, of course, with the lead that Liquid had, every kill worth a lot of money to add Finem. So it will be a favorable gold swing, considering those pickoffs. But still, the overarching lead definitely in favor of Liquid. And at Finem, they're going to need to come out with a few more of those plays to get themselves really back on top.
They have to be careful, though. Ad Finem's grouping up for this tower, but Liquid is in position. Void's going to be respawning in 20 with Chronosphere and Blink. They might just want to go anyway without the Void.
On the sidelines, though, MNT's got eyes on them. He knows what's about to be kicking off. The dust comes out, there'll be an Astral immediately from Thug. Skylark has lasso in a couple of seconds, and the silence is there. Jumps forward, gets the lasso onto Miracle, but already Matuma Man moving into the cooldown. The BKB focuses Spartan first. That's going to be one out. Now he's turning back to help the teammates. No, tanking the tower. A double kill from Matuma Man. They'll take down the bat as well. And oi, 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 a fourth to melt as the Meteor comes crashing through. Madara, the last man left alive, but a homing missile about to rise upon his head. There's Miracle, picks up the triple kill. Again, another team wipe. And you just cannot afford to have 3 team wipes against the lineup that has a bounty. It's going to be money, money, money into the pockets of Liquid. The momentum well and truly in their hands. And with Madara down for 45 seconds, this is going to be a very hard defense for Finem to hold.
Yeah, Liquid just has, I mean, more than what they even need to be taking these fights. When you have a Guardian Greaves on your Bounty Hunter at 20 minutes, level 11 already, it's really hard to fight into this, especially with all the other team fight potential that Liquid already has and what they drafted with.
Right, goodbye Miracle.
Miracle gets sent all the way back, gets Astral the Force Spirit, but yeah. Pretty sure he still gets sent back anyway.
He still got sent back anyway. Yeah.
But still, he tried, you know. The effort was made to try to keep Miracle there. Yeah, one set of racks claimed already at 24 minutes with a bounty hunter in your team. That's some good stuff right there.
It really is.
And they're just gonna run right back. Miracle's like, you send me back home? Well, you know what? I buy a Dragon Lance then, and I'm gonna come right-click you. So we have a Dragon Lance Invoker.
Why not? Why not? At this stage of the game, I guess it helps with the tower pushing as well.
When you already have level 16 on this Invoker, 24 minutes with Aghanims, I mean, you're kind of a right-clicking force with Alacrity anyway.
Pick up whatever you want at this stage for Miracle, really.
Yep.
And the push comes through. Tier 2 to fall up on top lane. There will be a jump in, and Skylark looks for GA. Dragging him back, that's some laid down, but Matuma Man coming in hard with the cooldown. Hitting onto Thug, looking to focus the OD first. Heading up to the north, Thug slides himself up to the high ground with the 4-star. The mind controls there, has eyes onto Skylark. Skylark trying to get himself away with the Firefly, but he's going to go down. Matuma Man gets the touch in, mind control jumps forward, hits the bash. Thug turns around, drops the Sanity's Eclipse. They've only lost the Rubik though, Liquid, and again, they're taken down 2, and Thug the big kill as well, and Miracle just cleans up MNT in the mid lane. They're losing 3, they're only getting 1. They've got to tap out. It's getting all too brutal for Finem. But Liquid just looking really, really good, and GH's Rubik's play very, very nice. And it's always refreshing to see a pick like Charicop to come through, a pick that a lot of teams just don't like to touch and have this